Hello, in this video we're going to take a look at Objective 5 of the 2021 SANS Holiday Hack Challenge. And in my previous video I was mistaken. The hints or the terminal challenge for this objective is not the one that requires dexterity. These ones are fairly straightforward ones and even I can do them. We're going to take a look at some IPv6 and then analyze a rubber ducky script. These are really cool challenges. Let's check them out. And we are back in the game where we left off. We're going to take a look at the strange USB device objective, which as you can see is a bit more difficult than the easy challenges, 2 Christmas trees, but it's still going to be just fairly okay and manageable for everyone, I think, to solve. This is the house in reverse engineering the strange USB device. Visit Santa's Talks floor and hit up Joule loggings for advice. So that's where we have the hints challenge. We're going to again teleport to the destination, to the Talks lobby. And here we have our elf. Let's get there. Near to Joule. And I made a mistake when I was originally attempting to record this video, so we will not see the hint popping up, and it's some OPSEC spill in the video, so I had to start over, but you will be able to see in the chat messages, the chat bubbles, what Joule is giving us as a hint, and I will show you where you can find that hint. So let's get started. Well, hello, I'm Joule Loggings. I have to say though, I'm a bit stressed. The con next door, oh sure, I'm concerned about that too, but I was talking about issues I'm having with IPv6, and who doesn't have issues with IPv6? So the pain is real. I mean, I know it's an old protocol, but I just never checked it out. I think Joule is not alone with this, so now I'm trying to do simple things like mmap curl using IPv6, can't quite get them working. Would you mind taking a look at me on this terminal? I think there's a GitHub gist that covers, this is the hint that I was referring to. We'll see it later in the hints. Tricky parts are knowing when to use the brackets around IPv6 addresses, where to specify source interface. Got a deal for you. If you show how to install the terminal, I'll provide you with some nice tips about the topic been searching. So Joule is an expert in ducky scripts, so we'll get some hints once we solve the challenge. And getting to the hints part, this is the hint that we get for this terminal challenge, and it's very, very useful. It's a GitHub gist from Chris and contains some of the commands that we'll have to use or adjust during this challenge, especially these last ones, just to do discovery, which is notoriously a hard task in IPv6 just because of the address space that we need to cover. So this is what we're going to do. Let's exit and see the terminal itself. And it seems to be flaky again, so let me do the magic trick of refreshing the whole thing. Previous videos, this fixed the problem. Hopefully this will work at this case as well. All right, so it looks good. We need to enter the correct phrase to engage the candy striper, and we have here a couple of tools listed out here. Running as a service on this terminal. Can't remember the password, like a sticky note under the keyboard. I put the password under machine in this network. Problem is I don't have the IP address of the other host. Very forgetful elf. Please do what you can to help me out. Find the other machine, retrieve the password and enter it into the candy striper in the pane above. So here we need to enter the password once we have it. Oop, now I'm just doing something weird here. I wonder if this will affect my ability to enter anything here. Jump forward. This is not great. Let me just restart the terminal. It's probably the easiest. Some of the terminals are a bit harder to work with. This one I think won't even allow me to do copy paste. We'll see. Please, yeah, or BitNet. I know you can get it running again. All right, to start off, let me just check quickly my notes. We probably want to figure out our IP address. Let's do an ifconfig. We indeed do have IPv6 addresses here. And to discover systems on the network, the gist gives us a nice hint to look for multicast and do a neighborhood resolution. So at least we can paste into this terminal, which is great. So we have this couple of addresses showing up here. That's promising. Let's try the other ones as well. I have very faint memories of this challenge, so we'll see. I think we haven't found an additional one with this one, but we have altogether a couple addresses. Paste. So we have the A002, 003. I saw 4 somewhere. There it is. So a couple addresses already to get started, and we can do multiple things here. We can do pings or nmap against these. Let's try to do a ping against, for example, the 002 one here. All right, and we can also do an nmap. Now, for the nmap scan, it's a little bit tricky because we need to define the interface, but this is all luckily in the GitHub gist that we got. I'm going to paste this one in, and what I'm doing, I'm just running an nmap using the version 6 of the IB protocol on the interface that we saw earlier, ETH0. Looking at my notes, I'm not even sure how I decided to pick this one as opposed to the others. So I think it was just random chance picking this one. And this host is seemingly listening on port 80 and 9000. It should be 9001. No, just to have it over 9000. All right, whatever. Hopefully someone watching this video will get the reference. And we need to connect now to this interface. Let's try the HTTP interface first. So there's again a nice reference here how to do that. We need to define the interface, and it's also a bit tricky because we need to use the square brackets for the IP address. I think I was really just lucky and picked up the first one. You have to do probably some assessment on the other ones if you happen to pick up the other addresses that are over there. Oops, this is, why do I have a dash in front of this command? Not sure how I got there. So can this wrapper B6 connect to the other OpenTCP port to get this wrapper's activation phrase? All right, cool, I can totally do that. So we can use netcat to do a connection, but again, with the proper syntax for IPv6. Paste this one, and for some reason this always makes a dash here, but I caught this one. So I'm going to connect here, and it says place on earth. So I wonder if I'm able to copy this one here and paste it. No. What is happening with this terminal? I think pasting was a bad idea. And it's not even place on earth, I think it's peace on earth. Okay, let's just try it again. I'm just going to click here. Fingers crossed. Right, Candy Striper engaged, thank you. So we have it unlocked. Wow, wasn't easy, but eventually we managed to do it. I'm going to just take a note here because I forgot to put it in my notes, but now I have it. Alright, so we have an achievement unlocked here, IPv6 Sandbox. Let's get those precious hints from Joel. So great work. It seems simpler now that I've seen it once. Thanks for showing me. Professor Petabyte warned about random USB devices. There might be malicious keystroke injectors or human interface devices. Trophy program keystroke injector to deliver malicious keystrokes when it's plugged in. We have one hint. DocuScript is the language used to specify those keystrokes. What commands Joel try to run on our workstations? I heard that SH keys can be used as backdoors. Maybe that's useful. I don't know. Maybe. And that's all the hints we're getting. So altogether we got 4 hints. Let's see. We have Ducky reverse engineering with Mallard. Mallard is a Python script. I'm going to close this one. Which we're going to have in the terminal where we need to do this objective, this challenge, and there's a usage example. Basically, Ducky scripts can be, there is Ducky encoder. You can use a Ducky encoder and create an encoded Ducky script, but this Mallard Python script is able to reverse it into a Ducky script, which is going to be the actual payload, like the commands that you can see here. And Rubber Ducky is really the device that this objective is referring to, but there are plenty of other devices. My personal favorite is a Teensy that you program in a different way. It's not as simple to program it as a Rubber Ducky, but it's a very nice, reliable microcontroller board, very small, probably about the size of an actual Rubber Ducky. So you see here the syntax for the Ducky script language. I think we had one other one. MITRE ATT&CK and Ducky. So MITRE has a technique listed for SH keys and how they're used as a backdoor. So that's all. And to do the objectives, this is the Alice in reverse engineering the USB device. This is not mentioned here, so I need to remember. I think it's the room next door here near the top tracks. Probably this one here. Let's see if this is the right one. Yeah, so we have the strange USB device terminal here next to Marcel, I think. So let's talk to this little elf here. I will scroll a bit down for my notes. We went through the different links here, and probably the Mallard one is the most important one on usage. Marcel says, hello, welcome to the speaker unpreparedness room. I'm Morcel. Sorry, it's not Marcel, it's Morcel. Nougat, elf extraordinaire. I heard the talks at the other con crossway are a bit off. We don't think they have the right sense about what makes for a wonderful holiday season. But anyways, say you know anything about USB Rubber Duckies. I've been playing around with them a bit myself. We see what you can do to help solve Rubber Ducky objective. Oh, and if you need any help during loggings, this floor outside the room has some experience. So we already talked to that elf. We have all the hints. Let's start up the terminal. I wonder if I need to do my usual thing. Oh, this one seems stable, so let's get started. What is the troll username involved with this attack? Random move to the device. Ooh, what could be the matter? It seems the troll has left this right on a silver platter. That's one of the typical deployment methods of these kind of attacks. You sprinkle around a couple of devices, maybe put a label on them, Celeries 2021, and see who puts it in there on their laptop or in their desktop. Oh, my friend, I need your Ken. This does not smell of a try. Help solve this challenge quick. I shall offer no more natter. Alright, evaluate the USB data under mount USB device. Alright, so let's see what's under mount USB device. There's an inject.bin file there. We also have the mod Python tool on this terminal, and the idea is really just to execute that and then analyze the decoded Ducky script. So let's do mount USB device. Oops, and I also need the inject.bin. Bring this one up. And that's the entirety of the Ducky script starting from here. Let's see what it does. So there's some delay, and all these delays are necessary because the speed of the microcontroller on these malicious USB devices are usually pretty fast compared to like a keyboard and keystrokes that you might be able to enter. And you need to slow it down to wait until the keystrokes are making it into the victim computer or target computer. So sends in a space, opens the terminal, gets bash, then creates a file which will prompt for a password, pretty sneaky, and going to send this one out multiple times. So it's basically going to try to steal the password here, and then it's also going to hook up something here, which we will have to decode it. But because it's a simple bash command, it is fairly easy to decode. And what we need to do is take this part without executing it, but see if oh, okay, cool. It's already like dropping it in. So what we're going to do, because we see that this is a reversed base64 string, and then do the decoding just like we would have it when the script executes, but we're not passing it on to bash. We're just going to see that this creates a key and puts it in the authorized key. So this is the backdoor part. And the question here is the username of the troll involved. And this looks like Iki Mac Goop, I think. I'll try to just enter it just like before without trying to do copy pasting or anything like that. So Iki Mac Goop is the correct answer for the objective. Let's see what Morcell. Yay, fantastic work, has to say, and that's it. All right, strange USB device achievement unlocked. And for the objectives, now we have the strange USB device completed. I enjoyed these two challenges a lot. I think they highlight a couple important skills, and make no mistake, these kind of malicious USBs, maybe not an actual like human interface device, but malicious USB devices are definitely a thing. Criminals use them. Sometimes you might read it in news that they going to put it in an envelope and just ship it to random people, and maybe someone plugs it in. So that's more like a casting of internet, and you probably heard about Stuxnet. So the variety of attackers and threat actors using this kind of attack is really on a very broad spectrum. Penetration testers and red teamers also like this. So this MARD script is very useful to do that kind of analysis. And knowing IPv6, even though I think we're gonna keep on resisting on implementing and actually using IPv6, it's still here. Multiple places are now rely heavily on IPv6, so it's also an important skill to have. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.